Welcome back, everybody. I am the Jimmer. This is King of the Hill. We are on episode 32. We have Revenge of the Koth by gtafbi. And that's going to be taken on the 1st Olympian fleet by Zebgef. Both of these entries are the second submission from their creators. And this is the first battle for each, so no eliminations in this one. Let's go ahead and get this on pause and get the battle underway. Very pleasant symmetry here. Got one capital ship and then two sub-vehicles along with it. Lots of DACA. Look at all those missiles. Yeah, tons and tons of DACA already. Look at the shells coming from the Revenge of the Koth. That is a lot. The missile destroyer has good frontal defense, but oh man, it is sure eating a lot of shots. Looks like we lost a chopper. We lost both choppers. Well, one chopper's down in the water, the other one is despawning. But basically both out of the fight. We lose the little, yeah, we lost one of the support guns, AI dead. And the other one is, yeah, it's lost its anchor, so it's just gonna kind of float there. Maybe the Olympian fleet will fly in front of it and we'll get a chance to use its gun, but as of now, it's basically dead in the water. Koth itself, though, is doing really well. It's at 95%. Taking a bit of the damage to the front, but its guns are still firing away. Missile destroyer not doing quite as well. It's down to 91%. It's doing its best to dodge, lift up, dive, and dodge, but it's still eating shots. That bobbing is perfectly timed to dodge those shells. Oh, didn't dodge those though. It's like all the sub-vehicles are gone, and it's now down to just the capital ships themselves. Missile destroyer 89.7, Koth 90. Overall, extremely close so far. I gotta give the battle of attrition to the Koth, though. It is a ship, so falling into the water won't really hurt it in the same way that the missile destroyer, if it falls in the water, can become much more vulnerable. And so far, it looks like its guns are fairly well protected. Yeah, you can see both cannon batteries still functioning perfectly fine, have not taken significant damage. The hull is getting ablated away, just absolutely shredded, but still seems to be doing fine. A little bit of leaning there. Let's take a look at the missile destroyer. A look at that burst of missiles. So many missiles. Oh, it looks like Koth lost a gun. It's down to 82%. I'm guessing it lost that front gun. No, it didn't. The gun's still there. Yeah, it's starting to get torn apart here. Look at the blocks just streaming off of it. Doesn't look like either of these entries are really using repair bots. Getting close, see if you can see any flying around, but if you look at the materials, it doesn't look like they are really consuming any. Yeah, it sounds like maybe there's a couple on the missile destroyer. Kind of hear the sound they make as they repair, but not a whole lot. That stream of missiles just never ends. And well, the individual missiles don't do a whole lot. Each one strips off a block or two, and that's really starting to add up. Got 30 seconds left in this very close battle. Seconds left. Looks like the Revenge of the Koth has taken been the worst for the wear. It's just been eating all of these shots. It's amazing that it's still up after all that damage. Yeah, and still both the cannons are functioning. Looks like the front cannon did take a bit of damage. The rear cannon's basically fully intact. And that's pretty impressive, being all the way down to 66%. And now that the missile destroyer's not bobbing up and down, we can take a look at the damage on it. Does not look as severe. So 87%. Didn't expect too much. Yeah, it looks like mostly damage to the outside. Doesn't look like those shells were getting in there and damaging the internals like they need to. Alright, let's go ahead and get this reset and get round number 2 underway. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Choppers are actually making it in close here using those simple weapon lasers. And there we go, some missiles decided to take that one out. Looks like the secondary guns as well here. Little side guns doing their job. And yeah, both helicopters. Oh no, this one's still up. There we go, its rotor shredded off. It's going to drop down in the water. Looks like this one is just needs to turn just a tiny bit to fire its gun, but unfortunately it doesn't have any propulsion of its own. It relies on a docking port on the Koth, which seems to have been destroyed. this chopper is still doing damage over here. It's down in the water, but I don't think that affects the laser damage at all. It's shredding the rear. Yeah, it looks like that the bobbing that the missile destroyer is doing seems to be the crucial element of this fight. I think if it was off just a little bit, the shells from the Koth would tear it apart. But it just seems really well timed, able to move up as the shells are coming in low, and then drop back down before the shells coming in high. Yeah, just continuously dodging those shells. Destroyer 93, Koth 83. All of the sub-vehicles on both sides are gone. Looks like this one's going to go much like the last. The Koth really needs a critical hit. It needs to do something to the destroyer to either stop the bobbing or drop it down in the water. The missile destroyer is all that fast, but it is fast enough to keep the Koth at its maximum range. Less than a minute left in the battle. There we go, that is time. It looked like the missile destroyer was starting to get thrown off there. It was lurching backwards and looked like it was either going to drop in the water or move out of bounds. But unfortunately, the Koth did not have enough time to capitalize on that, and is very close to just being despawned itself, all the way down to 67%. So congratulations to Zebgef, first Olympian fleet, wins its first battle. Condolences to gtafbi. Unfortunately, the Koth not victorious in his first battle, but we'll see it at least one more time. That's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. If you did, go ahead and give me that thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.